What's going on, family? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Bike Like Commando. What's going on, future grandbabies? I hope all is well with you today. You know what I mean? So today I'm in here, in my garage, thinking about, you know, all the things that I bought over time. I'm in the process of selling my 2024 Lowrider ST, still up for sale to the best offer, by the way. Right now I'm asking $15,500, I think. I have it listed on Facebook Marketplace, but that's not why I'm here. But the process has got me thinking about all the stuff that I bought knee-jerk when I purchased my Lowrider ST, my Harley, right? My beloved Harley. Man, I bought things that I can't even imagine buying ever again, you know? Jackets, shirts, etc. I mean, I went all in, and I've spoken about budgeting out your life when it comes to dealing with your motorcycle purchases, right? You got to know what you're spending money on. I've spent a grip of money, completely wasted money. T-shirts on items that I'm probably not going to wear again. Like, for instance, I got this Lowrider ST. I plan on buying another Harley. I actually have a Harley in mind. I'm not going to say anything. I'm still an Indian guy. Don't get it twisted. I love Harley too, though. I love Harley. But I love Harley for different things. I love it for different reasons, right? But my Indian premier bike, I'm all Indian. But I guess I shouldn't say I plan on buying another Harley, right? I plan on buying another bike. I plan on buying another bike. I don't know if it's going to be a V-twin or a Harley, right? I'm leaning towards. I'm sorry, not V-twin and a Harley, but one and the same, right? A V-twin or a like a naked bike of some sort, right? I don't know. I'm leaning on possibly getting a foreign, distributor, manufacturer. I don't know, a Yamaha. I really like Yamaha. I'm really kind of fond of Suzuki right now as well, and but I also like that Triumph. I think that's British, right? I like that Triumph, right? And I'll be honest. The next time I buy, I probably more than likely won't buy new, right? I'll probably buy from somebody or buy used, because that bike will be my project bike, a bike I'm playing with. My Indian, I'm loving the way it is. I got a couple of little things I want to do to my Indian, but that's my bike for riding, man. That's my touring bike right now. I do plan on going up to my boy Sensei, Ride Fit Nation. He has an event going on this coming weekend, as a matter of fact, which will be I don't know when you'll see this, but by the time that it comes around, it'll be the 22nd through the 23rd, 24th, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, I believe. So I just can't reiterate enough to you new riders. I mean, the seasoned riders, they already know this. Don't get the fresh gear just because it's fresh. Don't get it because it looks good. I bought this Rick Rack luggage roller case combo kit for like $800 and some change. I got it posted on Marketplace for $270 right now. I had it for about less than a year. I've used it several times. Most of the time I was using it just to carry my junk to work and back, so I could ride the Harley when I wanted to, right? And it comes in real handy. Don't get me wrong. Rick Rack is a phenomenal product. I wish they made it for the Indian. It's a phenomenal product, right? I just didn't need it. Really evaluate what you need when it comes to buying your equipment. I have several airbag vests. The one vest out of all of them that bothers me the most is my Harley Davidson Dainese vest. It's a Dainese Harley Davidson branded vest. And I'm gonna tell you why. Part of the reason why I don't like that vest anymore is here's two reasons. Here's two reasons, main reasons. One, it says Harley all over it. No offense to Harley, but I spent that because I got engulfed into the Harley culture, and I loved the branding of Harley. Harley is still a good brand in my opinion. I know there's a lot of commentary online about the new CEO and the old CEO and et cetera, right? I'm not into all that. I'm into how it rides, right? So I don't care, right? So I'm fine with the branding. However, for me, I didn't know I was going to buy an Indian until I got on an Indian. And being a first-time rider, a first-time person out, I spent all that money. I want to say that vest may have been $800, right? And it says Harley on it. And now I'm selling my Harley, not knowing if I'm gonna buy another Harley. With that being said, it's a great vest in itself. It fits nice. I wore it cross country when I rode the ST towards Arizona and what have you and back. I will tell you this about the vest that I didn't like, and I still haven't found an issue, a person that can fix this issue, is when there's a technical issue, nobody seems to know where to send this damn vest. And it kind of messes me up. Chinese doesn't claim it. Harley doesn't have a technician on hand at most areas. And there isn't an issue with the vest. Apparently, on my vest, a wire came loose, right? A wire came loose on the vest. And I was able to locate that disconnected wire. It was actually somewhere in the collar area where the power, like I guess it connects or something. And when you connect it, it activates, right? So I noticed it first on one of my rides long distance. I was coming through Mississippi or Louisiana, and it was kind of like going in and out. And I was like, what is wrong with it? Why is the light going in and out? Right? Because it actually has a light right here on the chest. And I could feel it vibrating and then vibrating back on and off and on and off. So finally, when I got to my next gas stop, I looked at it and I noticed that there wasn't power really being generated. Got to my hotel that night. I kind of did a little surgery, figure out, oh snap, the wire's disconnected, right? And it could be fixed either with a soldering gun or some rigging, right? And I was able to get the power connected, but I don't feel comfortable with the vest anymore. I mean, now I got an $800 piece of body weight, a paperweight rather, and I still don't know where to take this thing to get fixed. If I'm keeping it real with you, I mean, I spent so much money. I got an orange helmet over here that I barely wear. Look at that thing over there. Can you see that thing? And that's Sherberth. I bought that Sherberth helmet. Barely wear that thing. That Sherberth helmet cost $800 some change. That cheap one was a little cheaper, maybe like $179. The cheap one is a classic. It's like a classic. I plan on keeping them both though, because I like the classic look sometimes. And I think if I got myself a cafe racer type bike, just for like when I want to do something different, around town or something like that, that would go good with it. So I do want to keep that helmet. But the Sherberth, I barely wear that thing. One of the things I don't like about the Sherberth that I didn't know is that I called the company, and some German dude told me that at 50 miles an hour, the visor is meant to come down. So if you're doing over 50, it's going to come down. So when you open it, just the visor, just get air, if you're going too fast, it's going to come down. And see, I didn't like that, man. If I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have purchased it, because I often raise my visor, when I'm riding my motorcycle to catch wind, and I'm trying to move away from wearing the half helmet and be more safety conscious now. So that's really important to me, to be able to open the visor and just get that wind flow in there. I don't necessarily care for keeping my face shielded from all the debris and all that, because I got a windshield for that. If I just raise it up or whatever, but I can't get the wind to come into my helmet, because at 50 miles an hour, it falls down. And I thought he was joking, but it seems to be the truth. I guess the point of all of this is just to make sure that you understand that if you're going to be a new rider in this game, especially if you're a touring bike rider, man, really evaluate the things you're going to use. Do a lot more research than I did. YouTube is a hell of a resource, man. I wish I had used it more when it came to certain items, right? To certain items. I bought my Harley Davidson Lowrider ST with a sundowner seat, right? That's not the stock seat that comes on it, right? The sundowner seat is a phenomenal seat. Phenomenal, cups you just right. You almost don't need a backrest for it. You sit into it, and it is just a phenomenal seat. Harley did a great job with the sundowner seat. Shout outs to Harley. They don't pay me for that. I really think it was a phenomenal seat. But what I ended up doing, because of Harley culture and my upgrading and everything like that, I changed the seat out. I only had the seat a couple months. The seat is brand spanking new. It's probably got maybe 500 miles of riding seat time, right? And so I ended up buying a Saddleman with a backrest because the Sundowner does not allow for you to put a backrest into it. It doesn't have the slit, right? So for me, it was a big deal to have a backrest because one, I'm a disabled veteran, right? I'm a former police officer. Back issues are a part of my life, all right? As a former person of public safety, firemen, EMS, EMTs, all those guys can tell you, back pain is a part of our life. Even the most healthiest joker has back pain, right? So especially if you wear gear, bunker gear, the police duty belt, the vest, all that weighs on your head. If you was a soldier, look, I was a soldier and an airman. I'm telling you, Marines, all y'all already know wearing the I don't know what they call them now, but you know, it was the H harness for us, and I guess it's, you know, hooked up to your LBE. We called it the LBE, low bearing equipment, something like that, right? So, you know, we put all that stuff, and yeah, it helped on your shoulders, but man, let me tell you something. It really does still put a strain on your back. And I was an infantryman. I was a grunt, man. I'm jumping out of Bradleys, taking helicopter flights, doing all that wonderful G.I. Joe stuff. Now, granted, something I wanted to do and I loved it, so I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? But that wears jumping in and out of these vehicles and jumping down terrains, falling down mountainsides with missiles on your back and rucksacks and all that. It really tears up. So shout outs to my current and former service members who out there across the water, across the air, across the land, doing what they do, man. I appreciate what you do. Thank you for continuing to lead on. But at the end of the day, you know, you gotta think about what you buy. Here's another thing. My boy Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. Shout out to Ride Fit Nation and Ride Fit Nation family, right? He was talking to Kelly B Glidden, right? I don't know him personally, but shout outs to Kelly B, right? I did have one phone call with him. I was in the truck with him and Sensei one time, having a phone conversation. Really nice guy. They were talking about safety equipment, and Sensei and I often talked about safety equipment. That's kind of how I got into this new kit. He kind of motivated me. I saw him wearing like the Alpine Star padded shirt, and I was like, you know what, I need to do better, right? He kind of motivated me in that way. So shout out to Sensei for being an example, right? And you know, he made a comment that has been sticking with me. He said it to Kelly B, and he said it to me, and it makes so much. And he said it one time in one of his videos, so I heard it at least 3 times from him, right? In 3 different occasions where he said, man, we spend not millions, but hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on the performance and stuff for our bikes, lights and equipment and accessories for our bike, but we don't spend a third of that on safety equipment to keep ourselves safe. So think about that when you're buying all your equipment and buying all your stuff and your upgrades. You know, prioritize is my point. Prioritize. Listen, by far be it from me to tell you that I am not a fan of my motorcycle, right? Like, I am a fan of this Indian. So I'm not going to tell you not to spend no money on your bike, right? I'm not going to tell you not to do it. What I'm going to tell you to do is prioritize. Make sure you got what you need before you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's your boy, Bike Life Commander, coming at you from the coastal empire, Savannah, Georgia. You know what it is. If you have a motorcycle in your garage, pull it out, dust it off, gas it up, and enjoy the ride.